Sorry, I did not give myself even close to enough time to do the show prep for today's show today. I ended up getting into side conversations about some of the things we're going to be talking about here in the next hour, and just getting things ready, and I'm going to get on an admin and try to spawn some stuff. Anyway, I didn't give myself even nearly enough time. So, we're doing it live. We're just going to do it live. I'm just going to spawn the stuff live. It'll be fine. No problems. But just so you know, if it's a little less polished today than the high quality streams we saw this week on, say, Baggins TV in an interview with Orion, or perhaps Matt Elliott's stream on a casual stroll through Legacy of Morgoth here, this one's going to be a little more DIY. Let's put it that way. So, not BAD, DIY. Hopefully there's a difference. Alright. Welcome to Court of the Rings on twitch.tv/LotraStream. I'm your community manager, Cordovan. I'll be with you for the next hour, hanging out, having some fun. We have launched our expansion pre-purchase. We have on the cusp next week of kicking off Harvestmath. We have got a lot happening in the Lord of the Rings Online. We just launched a patch this week. We've got even hobnanigans and stuff this weekend that we can talk a little bit about. But we have a lot going on because we launched the pre-purchase of our next expansion, Legacy of Morgoth. And you can follow along. You can play the home game as I'm talking today by going to this here link, Legacy of Morgoth. We're going to start by taking a look at some of the pre-purchase pages, give you a chance to ask some questions, do my best to get you some answers. I've redeemed, well, actually, I haven't redeemed it yet. Guess what? I have to do that off screen. But I'm going to get it put on one of my admin characters. We're going to show off the stuff. I'm even going to show off the Harvestmath stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about next week's Harvestmath Festival and show some of that too. So if there's any time left over, we'll get to some gameplay as well over on Angmar. I am level 50 as of this point and running through the Epic series. I believe I'm somewhere in the range of 9.8, so getting pretty close to the current cap here on Angmar, but not quite there yet. And then I still do have some work to do on my not work, but, development to do on my character as well. I want to get my class items and things. So that's what we'll be doing gameplay-wise short term, but we got a lot of news to get to. Thank you for being here, everyone. I really do appreciate it. And let me switch cameras and get this done. First thing I would point out is this video background behind me here. Is it moving? I can't tell if it's moving or not. Yes, is the answer. It is. Okay, so I'm just going to have that rolling in the background. This is some still landscape from Legacy of Morgoth. Thanks to SSG Brand, who went in game to record some looping video for me. In-game development, I should say. This is Legacy of Morgoth, so it ain't here yet. But he got me some nice looping video that I'm going to have. I did one last week. I'll be doing these for the next couple of weeks. They look really cool, and I'm really thrilled that we were able to do this. So, kind of nice to have a little bit of moving background in that as I'm putting up the various pages and things for the news portion of this show. So the main news portion of this show really is going to be about Legacy of Morgoth because we launched our pre-purchase here today. We got our release date. It's later on in this, and we'll talk a little bit more about this here as well. But so I'm not gonna give you the home pitch here, but you can read through it, see about the story that we're doing, the key features with the epic Song of Waves and Wind. We're going to near Harad as a bullet point. There's some cool screenshots here. We got like new enemies, more than 350 quests, a new bauble system that Orion talked about with Baggins TV. But I believe he's also talked about that a little bit on Lotra's stream here as well, where it's essentially taking consumables or activated consumables like fireworks and stuff. They're not really maybe activatable fluff items is the best way to describe it, and then put that into a collections panel. So you won't have to have it in your inventory anymore. So that's what baubles are. We're starting, though, with a couple of particularly cool ones, which are interactable items. And that's something that baubles can also be, which is why we're both introducing these new ones here with Legacy of Morgoth, but also incorporating existing items into the panel. I don't have the page up on my screen right now that gets into exactly what all baubles are. Perhaps that should be a question for Orion here and the next time he's on, or what have you. But it's certain categories of consumable items that should be familiar to you in terms of what will go into that bauble panel. All right. Then we got all the goodies. You're going to see that in a little bit. All right. So we have actually put our release date here. It's in small print this time. But the Lord of the Rings Online Legacy of Morgoth expansion is estimated to release on November 6th, 2024, with raid content no later than February 2025. So, estimated to release on November 6th is an accurate statement as of the time that we are doing this recording. Could be. It could be November 6th. That might happen. That's what we're putting down there. So we'll see what we end up with, whether that ends up being the final release date. But that is in fact what we are stating right now as our planned release date for it. Our short-term schedule is that as soon as next week, we are planning to have our second beta of Legacy of Morgoth over on the Bullroarer server. And then we do have a small patch for next week as well that'll talk about some of the things I'll get into in just a little bit. We have a third beta planned for it then as well the week following, and a potential fourth beta to wrap up the final full week of October. So that would be like something like the 22nd maybe. And then we have a couple weeks worth of release. So we'll basically be doing Legacy of Morgoth betas pretty much every week for the next month here as we get ready to roll out the features to the live game worlds. And that's what we got going on. So I would also point out real quick, let me go. Here we go. This is an in-development webpage. I actually expect some of the things I'll be talking about today during the show to end up in English, French, and German text form on this page. But we do have a frequently asked questions page that we're developing for Legacy of Morgoth as well, and you can find that on loacher.com. I will kick a link to that in the Twitch chat, although it looks like Druid's Fire may have just taken care of that for me. And the main thing to say is that the Legacy of Morgoth content, as you are used to seeing expansions get turned into in the Loacher store, will be available for 2,995 Loacher points next May. May of 2025 is when this is hitting for Loacher points. You can purchase one of the bundles now through the Loacher market and find the link to that over on loacher.com. I think at this point we're all pretty much veterans of the X-Pack Wars, so I think I don't really need to go into how to claim bonus items and things like that. But this is going to get updated here as questions come forward here in the coming week or so. All right, so let me get questions in chat. I like this coffee cup. This is my yes, I actually do want to drink a lot of coffee. It's a coffee. It was a gift to me. I really love that I got this gift. I love the comic. Too Much Coffee Man is an old indie 1990s comic by an artist named Shannon Wheeler, who ended up writing for the New Yorker and things later, or doing cartoons for the New Yorker and things later. All right. If one purchases the standard edition, can they later purchase the collector's and/or ultimate editions and receive an extra character slot per each upgrade? The way the small map carryall is worded, I take it that we are limited to one per account regardless. I will need to take a look at our Legacy of Morgoth expansion page to see if I can suss that one out for you. But my yes is the answer. There are definitely upgrades available. What those upgrades include would generally be the difference between the expansion packs. I don't think the intention would be to game it for extra character slots. However, okay, I see your question. I'm gonna have to ask on that. My gut belief would be to say no. A purchase of an expansion bundle will provide one extra character slot, and the upgrades provide the differences between the bundle you already have and the things that are not included in the bundle that you're upgrading to, right? So the difference between the collectors and the standard or ultimate and collectors or ultimate and standard. And I don't think that means you could game it for extra character slots. But if it is actually the case that you would be able to get multiple character slots, if I can get clarification on that, I will let you know. Baubles equals awesome. Yes, it should be nice. It should be a really nice system to see this sort of thing get incorporated into a panel like that. One of the things we always have a push-pull on is we like to provide fun things that end up in your inventory, but we're also very aware that inventory management can be a challenge. So, and something people don't like too. So the ability to start being able to do more things and put them into the collections panel just bodes well for the future. It will be in the Lotro store in May. Can I show you what the monster skin looks like? No. I can't show off the things that you can't get today in game. You know, when you make your purchase today, you get a bunch of stuff, and then a bunch of things are hitting when the expansion actually goes live. I can't show you that stuff, in generally because it's not ready yet, which is why it's not being delivered. But I can't show you like the monster play appearances or something like that. That's something we can get screenshots for and hopefully get to you in these coming weeks, but that won't be for today's show. Do I know if the new elves will be a part of Bullroar? That is an outstanding question. One that is a probable yes. I think we have been really on the cusp of having to make a decision on when the elf avatar is going to get released. But in this past week, we have made the move to, yes, actually do it here in Update 42. And as a part of that, I would expect to see at least one Bull Roarer where that's really a focus, because the elf avatar update is a big project and there's a lot to it, and I would expect to see at least one Bull Roarer probably related to the elf avatar update. It's not as Severlin talked about in a note on the forums that I'm going to talk about in just a little bit here. The elf avatar update isn't really part of Legacy of Morgoth, and that everyone's going to get it. You don't have to buy anything. You know, project-wise, in terms of game development, it's not in the bucket of Legacy of Morgoth. It's in the bucket of Avatar updates. But it looks like we're going to be releasing both those things at the same time, so you might as well call it part of Legacy of Morgoth, huh? It's just that everyone's going to get it. It's not related to the content. Or is it? I don't know. We actually do have a lot of cool elf stuff happening in Legacy of Morgoth. I know Orion was loath to tell Baggins TV about it this week, so perhaps I ought as well. But we do, in fact, have some pretty cool things happening with some. Let me check my pre-purchase page. Did we actually use these words? No. Okay, I better not say that then. Sorry. When Hunter rework will happen, I don't know. I heard Orion talk about that as well on Baggins TV this week, and it was his impression that it's going to be the future. It's still a project that the systems team actively intends to pursue, but other priorities have just kept it from being the next priority for a little bit here. I expect it probably will be one of the next priorities when it comes to classwork on behalf of the systems team. Any news on a new supporter pack to replace Rivendell? Yes. But not yet. How's that for kind of breaking news and then not breaking news? Yeah, we're always working on new supporter packs. These are a long-term project for the Lord of the Rings Online. We like to do them. You like to support us with purchasing them, so they ain't going to be stopping anytime soon. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Folgers read about the character slot question. I don't think we've always handled that the most elegantly over the history of our expansion releases. But my gut would say we don't really want to encourage people to go through that route. It's why add the extra stuff to try to eke a little more out and have to know to do that and everything. So my guess would be we wouldn't go that route. All right. Is there any special jewelry and stuff? I think we're getting to the point that why don't I just go in game and show you here. Well, why is because I don't yet have my expansion purchased on my account. So let me go redeem a code on my admin account here. Where did I put it? Where is it? This is what I mean about not being ready for the show today, by the way. Okay, here we go. Really? Okay. Yay. Alright, let me do a quick log out and log in, and then I will swap cameras here. All right, while I'm waiting for my client to do its thing. Let me see if there's any other questions. How many slots does each map carry-all have, and what types of maps can it hold? Yes, I can answer that question for you in just a second. Okay. The small map carry-all is for consumable map items, like those that take you to festivals. So, consumable maps. This carry-all stores up to 10 unique consumable maps and up to 200 of each of them. So 10 times 200 is the answer in terms of size on the small map carry-all, and it'll take any of your consumable map items. I also have a little bit of info on the baubles, too. It is a new collection system as described, and the Hookah and Scorpion Surprise baubles are cosmetic items that you can create or place using a bauble skill from the collection panel. So you'll take the collections panel, you'll drag the item, the skill item, in the same way you can do with emotes and stuff, to your hotbar, and then use the bauble from there if it's a usable item, or do whatever you're going to do with it. I could mention the Wellspring Defender movement style is move_defender in terms of the command line. And it'll alter your default movement animations like walking, running, and jumping. This includes a default two-handed weapon held while moving. Other movement styles include like the whimsical Mirkwood styles. Okay, I'm looking on some other future FAQ items, what I'm doing here. The bonus trait is the rep thing, I think, that Orion talked about here recently. Yes. Similar to the Gundabad Toolkit or Flowing Silver Stone, this will be a trait, so no item equipment required. That will grant a bonus to Legacy of Morgoth Landscape. No, this isn't the rep thing. Will grant a bonus to Legacy of Morgoth Landscape Wallet Tokens. That's the Treasured Currency bonus trait. Delivers with the launch of Update 42 to every character on your account. And then we got the Milestone teleportation style as well. All right, I think that's what I got in terms of that most recent info. Let me log into the game and let's start looking at stuff. A reputation item carry-all. I would like that myself, I have to admit. Especially on my play account, like right now on Angmar. I'm level 50 and there's a whole, I got a probably good 5 or 6 rep consumables that I'm just sort of waiting to finish up a thing in order to be able to consume them. And so I kind of feel that pain. I know what you're talking about. Maybe we can make it happen someday, huh? Yes. Thank you, Lils of Laurelin, for bringing this part up. I suppose I should probably mention that before I get to the item stuff. So let me go do that. Let me put up Sev's quote from the forums yesterday. Where are you? There we are. Okay. I accept any and all cookies. Okay. Several wrote on the forums yesterday about some of the feedback we've received since the release of Legacy of Morgoth for pre-purchase on Wednesday, and we're adding a little bit to it. The main thing that we've been hearing from feedback has been that you wanted a level up option. And since the expansion but because the expansion did not increase the level cap, we opted at the time of launching this pre-purchase order system to not include a level up item. But we have heard you. We've heard that, for example, even though there's not a level cap increase, if you don't yet have a character at the highest level, we want you to be able to, if you want to, level up and be able to jump into the new content that you purchased. So, what we're going to do is provide level up options for players who buy the expansion. We're currently in the process of creating packages that'll supplement the items in the pre-purchase to level players to the level of the new content. So after our update 41.4 patch on roughly October 16th, Any account that has purchased Legacy of Morgoth will get a 150 level up package. The account bound package will deliver to the first post novice, non legendary world character logged in after patch. So, if, for example, you logged into a level 1 character on Angmar after the release of 41.4, you would not get a level 150 level up package. However, if you logged into a level 10 character on Evernight, you would. It's going to include a 150 item, including Seeker of Deep Places and the Riding trait, a level 150 gear for like rare armor, jewelry, offhands, 2 basic legendary item boxes to select a weapon or class item, assorted uncommon traceries. Any account that's purchased Legacy of Morgoth Ultimate Fan Bundles is going to also get an Ultimate 150 level up package. Yes, you will get 2. You'll get the basic level, the 150 level up package, and the Ultimate level up package. That's going to have that second up to 150 item, including Seeker of Deep Places and Riding, gear, 2 LI boxes, and 1 million Virtue XP, equivalent to the Valar Virtue Token Coffer at level 140. First character you log into that qualifies will get the level up, will get both level up packages. They are bound to account, so you can trade them to your other characters. However, this does in fact mean, and it is a restriction that we have to do, so sorry, but you will get both items on one server. There is no possibility, and there will be no possibility, to get it on multiple servers. So, take your pick. And he goes on a little bit to talk about some adjustments we're making for that 41.3.1 patch next, or on the 16th or something, to polish up a few pre-order items that that needed a little polish. All right, what else we got? Are there any other games I enjoy other than Launcher? Yes, all of them. I play everything. But I work for Standing Stone Games as a community manager for Lord of the Rings Online, and I am incredibly grateful to be able to do my best to represent this fine, fine game. I think we're aware, Lils of Laurelin, that there will be a challenge for those who, say, only purchase the base edition of Legacy of Morgoth and get a really nice 150 item with all the stuff I just described, except they're not going to get the Virtue XP. On the other hand, they did purchase the base edition, which is valued at a certain price point, and we're simply not in a position to be able to offer that much. Let me see, what would be the corporate marketing speak? Well, I think there's a limit as to how much value we can pack in. We definitely have packed lots of value in these expansions. But there is a point where we had to make some decisions in regard to how much we were giving away here. So, sorry. Why SSG decide to put now Middle-earth Enterprises logos inside game load screens, etc.? It should have been that way, or at least pretty close to it for a long time now. We have for years and years, I've been seeing the PSDs and such that have standard legal logo. It's typical licensing stuff for a professional business making a video game that's licensed. There's some kind of licensing requirements that require a little bit of copyright text on the bottom, and sometimes, depending on the image itself, they may also need what's called a logo garden, which means that's like when you're looking at a movie box or something, you see all the different studios on the bottom. Sometimes that's required. So And yes, true. Epic Games TV. Upon character transfer, you would indeed be able to have two of these packages on two different worlds, but that's going to require you to make a presumably purchase of a character transfer. It may be a one-off on this image. I haven't really. I'll have to take another look at the logo garden on our Morgoth stuff. It could just be that a file that needed the logo garden because it was being used in an email or something ended up being used for the screenshot. Could just be something like that. I'll have to take a look. Okay. Let's get in game. I know I've been saying that for a little while now. Let's actually do that. That's not right. I'm not inside of the game. Or am I? What happened to my screen? Okay. Here we are. So, for the purposes of this demonstration, I am deliberately choosing to redeem this package on Angmar. And so I am on an admin character. I am on the official Cordovan of Angmar. And I'm going to be showing off the stuff. I'm also going to be changing my camera size so I cover up my chat box. Alright, so here's the small map carry-all. I actually have some maps, or no, these are all tomes from other things. So all this other junk in my inventory, you should know, is just kind of like default crap that shows up in a admin character's inventory to get you up to speed if you need it. It's all the old X packs and that you can like redeem on your account so that if you need to get billing tokens the old-fashioned way, you can do that. Alright, so we got the improved expedition supplies, the ultimate expedition supplies. I wonder if I do have any Morgoth stuff here. Ended up in there. But let's see where we end up. Alright, so we got our Tomes of Extraordinary XP, account bound. Reputation Acceleration Tomes. Virtue Acceleration Tome, 2000 bonus Virtue XP. And the Rare Crafting Component ×5 Selection Box, which gives me an option of all this stuff. All right. Now, let's open up the Ultimate Expedition Supplies. That gets you the Legacy of Morgoth Treasured Virtue XP Supplies, which contains 6 Lesser Elixirs of Virtue, 10 Minor Elixirs of Virtue, for a total of 25k Virtue XP, for getting the Ultimate Fan Edition of Legacy of Morgoth. It should be noted that all this stuff here is in addition to what we just announced that'll be coming with the delivery on October 16th. That will also be incorporated into the base packages, the 150 level up item and that, as described moving forward. Where is it? Alright, Treasured Carry-All Selection Box. Basically lets you pick one of a number of carry-alls for your account that you don't have. Let's see, we see Junk, War Spoils, Die, Housing Decoration, Large Instrument, Map. Oh, a large map carry-all. Well, I think I'll take that one. Alright. And then, because I'm on Angmar, it's a big old nope, but you will get even if you're on the Legendary world, and this is something we had to have some discussions about, but we did ultimately decide to do this, the Legacy of Morgoth Legendary Item Treasures. This is a bound-to-account item that requires Seeker of Deep Places and has a minimum level of 141. I'm on Angmar. It is going to be quite some time before I am able to open this thing on Angmar. I'm on my admin here right now. But part of the reason I'm on Angmar to show this stuff off to you is I want you to be aware of this, which is that we did this deliberately because there may well be some people who, when the time comes that they are at that level, they would yes, please, give me the Legacy of Morgoth legendary item treasures. I don't care if it's a year and a half from now or 2 years or whatever it's going to be. Maybe even 3. Whatever. It won't be 3 years, I don't think. But whatever it's going to be. Someone did the math on the forums. You can have it. So it's an option for you. But if you're the kind of person who's like, yes, please, let me use the things that I purchase within a relatively short time frame, then don't redeem this on Angmar or Mordor. Go to one of the non-legendary worlds and do that. Thou hast been warned. All right, do I have... Yeah, here we go. I thought something was up. Let me get the... There we go. What's this one? That's Corsairs. Okay. Just to help with presentation, I want to make sure I've got my inventory relatively organized as an admin. All right, so now let's get to... Well, I'm not going to open that. I'm going to hang on to that. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. I'm on an admin. So, yeah, here's the stuff. Okay. Let's start with the Collector's Edition bonus items. Sand Striker's Wardrobe Cosmetics contains a special suite of avatar cosmetics for purchasing the Collector's or Ultimate editions of Legacy of Morgoth. We'll do that, and again, because I'm on an admin character, I don't really have to worry about all that wardrobe stuff. I can just sort of equip it, because it doesn't matter, because I'm on an admin. I am the law. Bow before me. No, don't bow before me. Alright. Here's the full outfit. Am I one of the devs? No. Yes. No. I am an employee of Standing Stone Games, and on the Lochar team. I consider myself part of the Lochar team, even though I do have split allegiance between both games. But I am not a game developer, in that I don't know how to develop a game. I know how to talk about a game on YouTube, kinda, and I can do this. And I can do a lot of feedback and community management type work, including the website, forums, discords, things like that. But game development, I can't do stuff in Unity. I don't really know game development. So to call myself a developer, shorthand, fine. To call myself actually a developer, no. So, all right. I'm gonna say I'm liking this cloak. I am liking this cloak. Also, did I deliberately put that? What did I do? Why do I have that thing on my back? Okay, let me just get rid of that. There we go. Don't need it clipping through. I am liking that cloak. I work for the team. I am the bias. I'm liking that cloak. All right. Yep. All right. So let's move on, shall we? Steed of the Sand Striker. And go into my mount panel. There we go. Complementary clearly to the cosmetic outfit, as would make sense. I am digging the snake motif. What can I say? I am digging the snake motif. I'm liking that. That is very nice. Nice job, Lotro art team, and everyone else involved in its creation. All right. Tome of the Cobra. Speaking of snakes. Gosh, I hope we had the default name solid. No, we didn't. There we go. Oh, yes. Are you kidding me? This is a natural reaction. That is sweet. Are you kidding me? Heck yeah. Mambo. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. It's probably the fifth name I would have chosen. What else we got? Grant the journey start a milestone skill. All right. So I've now done that. I don't think I need to log out and back in to make that happen. I'm going to ditch this stuff so it's not in the way. And just real quick, for the purposes of showing you, here's the hooded version as well. Also looking pretty nice. Okay. Well, now let's move on then to the ultimate fan. Actually, let's move on. Let me fill up my coffee. I'll be back in 30 seconds. So, Treasured Wellspring Wardrobe Cosmetics. This is the suite of Treasured Wellspring Cosmetics. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to swap into the cloak, boots, bracers. Looks like this, interesting, there's a separate hood. We'll take a look at that here as a helmet. Actually, oops. Yeah, okay, I've got that. Treasured Wellspring. This one actually has a weapon R. I guess I shouldn't have ditched that two-hander. I don't think I've got a weapon to equip now. Oops. Good going, me. Well, fine. I didn't need to show off the weapon aura anyway. Sorry, I cannot show you the weapon aura unless I somehow manage to get another weapon in my hand. This is called the Treasured Cosmetic Outfit, is it not? No, yeah, the Treasured Wellspring. This is the Treasured Wellspring set. I guess, see, that's looking real nice too, isn't it? Oh my gosh. My gosh. I think I know one. I think I know my next cosmetic. Holy heck, that is so nice looking. Nice job, art team. Wow, wow. I work on this game. Even I could say wow sometimes. Wow, that was very nice. All right, let's take a look at this Oryx. What is an Oryx, you might ask? Well, it's this thing. I'm going to say some kind of antelope-like creature. think that would kind of suck to have those things protruding from your head, though, wouldn't it? Imagine I would get stuck all the time. It's a good thing I don't have gigantic pieces flying out of my skull. I'd have to change all my doors. Oh, I've got the sound off, too. I guess I shouldn't, I should have taken care of that before now. I didn't notice it until I wasn't hearing the riding steps. Okay. Well, I think that's looking pretty good for the orcs. Let's check out the other mount here. This is the steed. I assume you're hearing my kitty in the background. My kitty who was like, "You're almost getting done with that stupid live stream, and feed me and or pay attention to me and or take me outside." I don't know which one yet. Alright, here we go. This is the steed. This is also looking nice. Alright. Yeah, maybe I should just buy a weapon quick. It's been so long since I've just had to go to a vendor and buy a weapon. I don't actually know where I should go. Can anyone in chat help me out? Yes, I hear you, Lizzie. Okay, well, fine. So Lizzie insists on saying hello to the live stream. So let's do that. All right. How are we doing here? Let's take a look at. You want to see the treasured jackal? I don't think you would like to see a treasured jackal in real life. I think you would find it very scary, and you wouldn't like it one bit. Yeah, not one bit. All right. Nonetheless. Hello. Hello, everybody. I am now in charge of the live stream. Yep. I am sorry about that, folks. Where your character face... Sorry, here we go. Here's my character faces. What am I looking at? What am I doing? I guess I looked at the pre-purchase stuff. Outside of the weapon, I need to find a quick vendor. Can I get it from quick weapon what's fast? Can I get some from the provisioner?
What can I do for you?
Where do I get... I'm sorry, I don't actually know how to do this. Training hall? Okay. That's not it. Oh, that's the housing broker. I haven't been to the training hall in forever. I don't even know I'm in there. I'm so bad. Alright. Actually, you know what? I could solve this problem with science. I think. There we are. Okay, so I've got a sword, and now I have got the treasured weapon aura in it right now, and that's what you're seeing with this glow a bit on the side. There we are. And let me do the milestone emotes. Let me re-look quick up on my own text information. What the... There we go. Milestone pack. So, the emote command should be /milestone_pack. And let me see if I can do a quick return to here just to see what it does. I need to find a place that's got a quick milestone. No, not there. How about which one do I know? Gloin's Camp, maybe? Always good. Yeah. I've never used it. I have literally never used that training hall. Not once. That's true. I don't think I ever have. What reason would I have to? Maybe I did and I just can't think of it now. But anyway, I'm just trying to figure out where our milestone is. This actually isn't where I want it to be. Let me head up. I know that there's those milestones by Gloin's Camp or whatever. That's why I wanted to hit that. But that's not it. Well, that one's got one too. Okay. Yeah, I want to go between... I need to pick up the skill and then put it in my hotbar and then go somewhere else and then teleport to it. Alright, here we go. You're right, I'm so bad. Let's go back to Bree, huh? Let's just do this. I'm the best. Didn't I tell you this was going to be a DIY show? This is what I'm talking about, yeah. Yes, that's where I'm going. Thank you. So yeah, we're just going to check out the milestone and the travel or the movement emote here then as well. And like I said, I actually thought we were going to end up pretty close to an hour doing all this, but I'm going to go long. One, I think it's okay if I go a few minutes longer. Two, I did want to show off the Harvestmath stuff, so I'm actually going to take another, I think, 5-10 minutes here. I assume that is okay, and then. Yeah, so this admin is honestly in a little bit of a funky state because you're right. Like the person who said, hey, you don't have your base milestone skill at all in your admin. It's true. It's true. It's because this character was kind of force created in a slightly unusual way. So, oh, are you saying maybe I'm not going to be able to use the milestone skill? Well, that would be a bummer, but that's fine. If so, we'll just move on to Harvestmath rewards. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So you can see kind of doing the treasure hunter pack, gathering your stuff, and then teleporting away. I'm going to do that one more time, just to Just to show it. Yeah, I just wanted to... You're right, I didn't need to travel somewhere else. It just didn't feel right to teleport in place. Oh, and I'm going to have to reset the cooldown on that, won't I? Well, anyway, there we go. So, I could reset the cooldown with the command, but I don't have that offhand. So let's move over then to the Harvestmath Festival stuff. Let me clear out a little space in my inventory. Just to make this happen. Remember, I'm on an admin. No worries. I can just give myself another. Okay. Boots. Let me get this on another screen to make it a little easier. How many of you are sitting there going, I want to be able to just type crap into chat and have it show up in my inventory? You're not wrong. It is a pretty good feeling. Okay, that's the gift box. Okay, I think we're set. So, let's start with the cosmetics. We have got the Boots of Masked Wisdom. Let's see what those look like here. Those, I'm going to just keep my regular armor on that I had. But I'll swap between the boots. Let me move this to a side screen. Here we go. This will be better. Alright, and let's swap. Here we go. That's the cosmetic from that. And then I'm going to swap to the cosmetic for Harvestmath now. You can take a look at that there. Alright. Now, let's take a look at... Make sure I got the right thing. Yep. This is the cosmetic mask for this year. A little bit of clipping on this character because of the hair, but you can see it's sort of a kind of bird-style mask there. Here's our robe. Okay. I got peoples here getting in my way. Maybe I shouldn't be at the Rivendell stable, huh? Alright. So we got the robe here. Here's the tome of the ghostly cat. Where'd you go, kitty? There you are. I can't attach my camera on this game client. Otherwise, I would attach my camera and zoom in and let you see the ghost of the kitty. The Tome of the Windfell Owl. It's an owl. Flying around, doing owl things. Okay. We have got a couple of housing items. I don't have a house on my admin on Angmar. I didn't think that through. That's part of the pre-planning I have to deal with. Oh, if I'm going to show a housing item, I guess I need a house. But we have a Harvest Pumpkin Planter. That goes into the Furniture Yard and Mobile Yard. The Small Grove of Fiery Fall Trees. And then we've got, this is an item it puts on your costume. It's a Guise of Galadriel. That also is, if you're damaged, your costume's removed. But let's put that on. And there we are. Guise of Galadriel. That's a pretty good makeup work there. Just saying. All right. Well, there you are. Guise of Battle-Ready Galadriel. It has a duration of 3 hours, but it's going to be removed on any damage, so that'll be how it gets removed. Here's the battle-ready version. All right. And again, this is all with this year's Harvestmath Festival that arrives next week to the live game worlds and the legendary worlds. All right. And then what do we got for this last one? Guise of a Goblin and Corsair. All right. Guess we know what base APR they're based off. All right. All right, there we are. And I think, just due to time, I am going to just kind of skip the housing items. Deco W and other people should get that up real soon. I guess we'll leave that as a surprise, since it would just take enough time that it's not worth taking the time just to show off a couple of housing items here. That'll be arriving to the live game worlds next week. Maybe I can get those up if people badger me enough. Quick programming note: I will not be here next Friday, but I will be here the Friday after that. So I'm going to be taking a little trip myself to go camping with my son, and so I'm not going to be here next Friday. I'm going to be somewhere far, far away from where I'm currently sitting. Thank you so much for watching the show. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you as well. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you would be willing to. Thank you for watching on Twitch. You being here in chat makes all the difference to making this a successful show. And thank you so much. Quick note, because I haven't mentioned it, Harvestmath will run through November 3rd. That is on the public event schedule as well, but that kicks off on the 10th. 10 a.m. runs through November 3rd. Have fun, everyone. Tolkien Professor's up next. Talk to you all again soon.